Greetings everyone. It's been a long time since I made a video. The reason why I'm recently not making much video, it is because I'm having a social life. Yeah. I mean, um, mm, I'm no longer like sitting alone in my apartment and thinking about the random stuff and this trying to talk with my virtual friends and stuff. I'm having these real friends, classmates, etc., etc. And of course, the study, exams, etc. So recently, I had this some kind of argument with my this one of our this philosophy teacher. It's not the main philosophy teacher. This philosophy class sometimes invites a person to make a speech, something like that. And one dude came and talked about somewhat history, and he claimed that the Manchu Rule was this genocidal oppression, something like that. And you must know that most Mongolians quite agree on this, but I did this. I could not this sit quiet. And I did not say that this is wrong. The way you teach is wrong. I don't think this Manchu Rule is this oppression, something like that. My points are quite clear on this point in this this case, because it is because number one, it is because we don't speak Manchu. This is a very big this point. We don't speak Manchu. If you look at Americas, and if you're like Indian, in order to survive you need to learn Portuguese or Spanish, I think. Nowadays, if you're a Mongolian in Inner Mongolia, you need to learn Chinese, and if you're a Buryat in Russia, you need to learn Russian. And recently, this some this Buryat youths don't know Mongolian language, and I find this being oppressive. And the point that there was no need for us to learn Manchu during the Manchu Rule makes it somewhat strange. And this rule this lasted for 200 years, more than 200 years, and something must have kept Mongols from rebelling it, and there must be somewhat freedom and stuff. Point number two is that there's a lot of stuff we have created during this Manchu Rule, and this cultural development was quite high. I do believe that it is because of this when a small nation stops its ambition, on military ambition, it starts to focus on this daily life, religion, and art and culture. So clothing and this daily this objects were in high quality, and a lot of stuff was introduced, like this tobacco, this sniffing bottle, etc., etc., and claiming that this was this product of oppressed society and stuff. It's somewhat wrong. About this genocidal stuff, there was not such a big genocidal stuff during the Manchu Rule. It is simply because of this freedom of choice. During the Manchu Rule, of course, the great Manchu Khan, this promoted Buddhism, and if you're a Buddhist Lama, there is no need for you to pay taxes. In any this government, you have to pay taxes, and of course, a lot of Mongolian men choose to be a Lama because there was no tax. So because of this, this population dwindled, and this it was a slow decay. I think it wasn't this oppression, I think. Well, that's pretty much for today, and I guess my exams are going to be over soon, and I start to make videos.